Greetings, enchanted ones, Gypsy here, and today I am preparing for Diablot. To our ancient ancestors in Scandinavia, the earth was alive and teeming with spirits. These spirits were of the land, gods and goddesses in the sky, and our ancestors all around us. Our primitive, powerful male ancestors were the Alfar, who lived in the mountains, and our nurturing yet sometimes vengeful female ancestors were the Disir. To modern Norse pagans, we still honor these ancestors in our daily life and in ritual on special holy days. In this video, we will meet the Disir and learn how to honor them at Diablot. The Disir's role in a Norse family is multifold. Not only do they protect and bring prosperity, but they also believe to control the descendants' destiny. When they are mentioned in the sagas, it is said that they move, control, and weave man's fate. This is where we see a major union between the Norns of Norse mythology and the Disir, since the Norns are also known to be weavers of fate. If I had to delineate between the Norns and my own personal Disir, I would say the difference is the Norns who tended to the world tree are the ultimate weavers of fate. They control and move the destiny of the gods and the universe itself, whereas my personal Disir have domain over my fate, as well as my family members. Families also have their own Valkyrie, who will guide the family's hero to the afterlife upon death. We know the Disir require sacrifice in order to be appeased and to provide us with blessings and protection, but how often and when do we give to our ancestral goddesses? As often as you'd like, but more specifically, there was and still is a holy day called Diablo, which means Disir and blood sacrifice. This is when our ancient ancestors made it a point to sacrifice an offering to their spirits. According to the sagas, these sacrifices were bloody. But that doesn't mean you have to sacrifice anything with blood. Sacrifice comes in many forms, but mostly means to offer something of value to your ancestral spirits. Diablo is like the Celtic ancestral festival known as Samhain. If you honored your ancestors at Samhain, you may carry over some of those traditions on Diablo. For example, setting up an altar, providing offerings, inviting your ancestors to your dinner table. There is some debate on Diablot's date, and truly no way for us to know definitely. Close to the date of this thing, Diablo was held on the third full moon after the new moon of the winter solstice, making it fall on March 25th, 2024. The first thing I do to prepare for Diablot is I grab my genealogy report. This is such an invaluable tool to me, and I'm so blessed to be able to have this. It goes so far back, and it's very interesting to be able to read about your ancestors you were never able to meet. I will go through it, and I will pick out some female ancestors in particular. I will write down their names, read their stories, and even say their names out loud as honoring them and giving them an offering. The next thing I would do is I will go and take out their old offerings. I typically give them roses. I can still use this rose in a ritual bath or a spell jar. Then I'll go to my garden and get a new offering, a new bright, beautiful, blooming red rose, and put that in their offering cup. And now I'm going to carve some candles in their honor with the Otholo rune. Otholo meaning family, ancestral lands, so I thought it was appropriate. I will anoint it and dress it in some herbs and oils, and then I will light it in their honor. You can do this on a chime candle, or you can do this on a tea light candle. I have also done these on really large, big pillar candles. There's a video I did that you can actually paint the candle with candle wax. Another offering I give my Disir is mead. So I will pour it in their offering cup, and then I did pour some for my husband, and then I poured some for me. So a little heavy-handed, but I'd like to have a drink with them too. Your sacrifices or offerings does not have to be elaborate. It just has to be thoughtful and heartfelt. Diablot stands as a testament to the enduring bond between the living and the dead, a timeless tradition that bridges the gap between past and present. As we gather to honor the Disir and celebrate the cycle of life, let us embrace the wisdom of our ancestors and cherish the connection that binds us together across time and space. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope I was able to give you some ideas to be able to celebrate your Disir, your ancestors. Until the next time I see you, skål.